Hi and welcome back to MGTV. In a competitive home market, making a property stand out from the rest is key. In this episode, we're going to show you how the Modern Group teamed up to turn a home with dated looks into a showpiece ready for the market. To get things started, we'll turn it over to the Modern Group's project manager, Mike Olson.
This project was an investment opportunity for Modern Group. We recognized a house that had great bones, but it seemed to be stuck in the 1990s. So we worked with the designer and put together a plan and a budget to transform this house into something that would be move-in ready for anyone who was looking for a great family home in a great family neighborhood. Something that the house was lacking was a great room for people to gather. When you walked in, you seemed to have a separate family room, a separate living room, a separate kitchen area. So one of the things we tried to do was create a great room where people could gather that was connected to the outdoors, and then create another space, a separate living or seating area and dining room. The kitchen was a big part of this project. We spent a lot of time designing the flow through the kitchen to connect it to the rest of the house. The original floor plan had the sink in the middle of the room. We moved that to the rear window so you could look, while you're at the sink, you can look out on the backyard. We arranged the range and hood centralized in the kitchen and created a large island or gathering space where people could sit and enjoy their time. This project is perfect for the Modern Group because we have most of the trades in-house already. We work together as a cohesive team. We see each other every day, and we're able to use these efficiencies to finish the project on time and on budget.
Behind every home makeover is a solid design. To bring this home to life, the Modern Group called upon the services of Jessica Moreau of Moreau Design. As a longtime partner, she knew just what it would take to add the Modern Group touch to this project. We'll let Jessica take it from here.
Well, I have a long-term relationship with the Modern Group, so they called me up and let me know that they have a new project, and it's going to be a remodel in Paradise Valley, and that we really wanted to cater it to a very specific audience because it was a really unique and cherished neighborhood. It's a unique home because there are 2 master suites, and we really wanted to designate one suite specifically to have its own luxury master bath feel. Second, we redesigned the entire kitchen to have better functionality, a lot more luxury, a lot more space, everything that a big family would want in their kitchen. And lastly, we wanted to create distinction for the dining room because it wasn't clear when we first walked into the space. So we created a distinct dining room and sitting area and really checked off all the major criteria that any large family that is most likely to move into this neighborhood is really looking for. Working with the Modern Group really makes my job easier because we have such a synergy and they're so professional and experienced that they execute everything beautifully, and their commitment to quality is the best in the industry. I've worked with a lot of builders over the years and had a lot of different experiences, and their projects are always the least stressful, the most well-run, the most professional, and the most on time. And it's the least stressful for all of my clients as well.
Adding value to a home can make all the difference when it comes to making the sale and having the investment pay off. To talk about his impressions of this project from a real estate perspective, we talked with realtor Shane Ashcraft.
Well, I think with any investment property, I think that if you're going to take the time to do it, you most certainly want to do it right. There's been a lot of remodels and a lot of investing over the last few years, especially since the real estate market, crashed in 06 and 07. But if you're going to take the time to do something, you're going to do it right. This is a much higher end project. The decisions that were made on this house in the remodel project, they didn't miss anything. You could have cut a lot of corners on this because the house was not in terrible shape, but they really touched every surface. So I don't think that there's a buyer out there that would come in and say, okay, there's still something left for me to do. Also, They do a lot of the things that may not be seen, such as the HVAC system, the roof, the plumbing. Those are things that you don't necessarily see on the surface, but they're very important, especially very important to a high-end buyer. My experiences with the Modern Group have been outstanding from start to finish. The general contractor, the project manager, the design team, to the workers. So from start to finish, it's been fantastic. I would highly recommend them for any size project.
It's easy to see that this home lived up to its expectations and is ready for a lucky family to move in. Now it's your turn. Be sure to check out moderngrouptv.com for all the latest information on the Modern Group and how they can help you with your next home renovation. I'm Cindy Christie, and I'll see you next time right here on MGTV.